Hi Sagittarius. I already shuffled and laid out the cards just because there's so many and I wanted to kind of take a look at it and get the story before and just having you watch that. And just, so anyway, here are the cards. All right, Sagittarius. You have an extremely interesting second half of 2017. First of all, the card on the bottom of the deck is the Justice card. So this could be something in your life with respect to love. I'm trying to focus on love. But your love life could be really affected by something in terms of a contract, a marriage, a divorce, filing for divorce, some form of formal contract, or you could be, injustice could kind of be turning out on your side. All right, you could be kind of coming out on top of love life in general. All right, the way this spread works is we have this top section. This is for the third quarter, overview card, fourth quarter, overview card. Look at this, Sagittarius. We have the Two of Cups, third quarter, and then we have the Tower. And the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Sagittarius, what is going on? We'll get to this. For starters, right now through the summer into fall, we have the Two of Cups. This is your major overview card. So you may have met somebody that you are just in love with. Possibly a water sign. They're young, they're friendly, they have kind of a youthful energy about them. Always helpful, always communicative. Very caring, very kind, very in control of themselves and in control of their emotions. And it's felt like a really strong relationship. But I'm kind of sensing that something in them, or for them something in you, was kind of overexerting some area of your energy. Maybe they had too much energy. Maybe they didn't have enough energy. Maybe they talked too much. Maybe whatever. But it started to affect you and pull on your strength. So you had to overexert your strength to stay in this relationship. The reason why I say that is because we have, despite all this love here, we have the Four of Swords, which indicates needing rest. Two of Pentacles, which indicates kind of being all over the place, needing to juggle a lot. And then the Five of Swords, which is a lose-lose situation. So it's like this battle, there's a big fight, or too much going on, or energetically, for whatever weird reason, you guys just were draining each other. Interesting third quarter, full of love and happiness, but just this kind of drain. Kind of maybe too much going on, which could be in fact impacting your partner more than you, Sagittarius, just because you love activity. You love going everywhere and doing everything. It's also coupled with this Three of Cups, so it's a very social time. In terms of love, I'm sensing you two are having a great time together, but something's kind of off maybe a little bit about the relationship. And it's causing you or them, possibly them, because this is the card of Pisces. We have watery energy here, plus cups. The Hangman is just like not really ready to make a decision. Knowing that a decision has to be made, but just something's off. Like they don't have the thing that just kind of clicks in your brain that says, yes, this is the answer. Or this is the sign that I needed. So I'm kind of sensing that this person, if they're a water sign especially, or watery energy, or if you two are just doing really well, but also kind of not doing really well, I'm kind of sensing that this is like a summer fling. And all of a sudden, we get into fall, issues start coming up, and then all of a sudden it's like you're ready to kind of be in charge and take this one way or the other. And what you're really seeing You're looking back at this relationship saying, I don't know, man, it was a lot of work. I don't want to give up. I'd like to see where it goes, but man, it was a lot of work. I love him. It was so much fun, but it was a lot of work. Our relationship's supposed to be this difficult. You're kind of thinking here. And the realization that the result that you come to in your mind is, we're at the end. We're at the end. We can't go anymore. We're not going to go anymore. We can't go any farther or further as a couple. They're just not for me. We can be great friends, but they're just not for me. So it's almost as if you all of a sudden realize someone's got to do something about this relationship. I think it might be too much work. I see it being happy, but I also know we're at the end of our ropes. We're at the end. So again, the overview card for the fourth quarter is the Tower. So this is kind of this looming energy as we move into, that's what this Hangman is. That's what this Hangman is, waiting, because they know they don't have all the right signs yet. But once you have this realization, Sagittarius, boom, you're all doubled up on the fire energy. You're tripled up on the fire energy. I need to start making decisions. I know what I want. I'm going to make it happen. Right there. And the relationship. Boom. 10 of Swords. That's it. Options. You're going to kind of miss them. They're going to miss you. You're going to miss each other. But it's almost as if it's one of those amicable discussions where it's like, we could be better friends, but man, if I married you, you'd drive me nuts. Like maybe that type of conversation, and then you both laugh. So if you're in a married bond, if you're in a long-term bond, this is going to be a really tricky second half, because I'm sensing that if that's the case, the love is there. Yes, definitely. There's lots of fun, high energy, but it's also doing the same thing. Something about each other is draining each other. And you try to fix it socially, you try to fix it with your intuition. And it doesn't mean that for you, if you're married, it doesn't mean that this has to be, the relationship is just like completely over, but it could just really mean that you're really, really talking to your partner about how to get this figured out. And it taxes you. I mean, because you have all these options. What do we do? How do we figure this out? I love you, but when you do this, it drives me crazy. Crazy. So, I don't know, Sagittarius, kind of a bummer year, but here's the thing. Everything that happens is going to be just and fair. And you will know that, and so will your partner. It'll be just this kind of live and let live energy. And you may end up being really good friends for a long time. But in terms of a love relationship, man, you guys are driving each other nuts. So, yeah, you have to triple up on this fire energy, Sagittarius, because it's going to take a lot, because you do really care about them. But I'm sensing it way more of like just an amicable discussion where you just both decide that, yeah, it's not right. But it still does impact you, though. All right, Sagittarius, I know that was really short and sweet, but it was pretty clear. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I will talk to you later. Bye.